for the picture show, dripped and gold. Only speak cash, that dollar. Only dinero, if you wanna holla. She about a bag, Louis, Gucci, Prada. She only got time if you spend it on the green light. If you gotta show me it's alright. I just wanna make you feel alright. Green light. Green light. Baby, just slow it down. Red light. Cause you don't wanna take your time. Pedal to the floor. You don't wanna red light. You just wanna green light. Baby, just slow it down. Promise when I get it, it's for us. When we were struggling, they ignore us. Money ain't everything, but it tore us. Barely familiar, cause we don't know us. Put all this time in survival. Misunderstanding, we don't know love. I'm working hard to bring it home. Just had to be there, cause y'all don't know. I remember we ain't have enough ends to make ends meet. And the man won't wait till next week. Broke enough bread just to eat. I remember you would tell me to hold my hand, so I could see that there's nothing stopping me. I'm going for it all. Won't be long until the morning. I will not forget you. Oh, I'll be on my way back home. Gotta worry about it, I will not forget you. Soon as I find my way back home in the morning. Had to get it on my own. Mama stressing, crying, feeling all alone. Just an adolescent, I was barely grown. I remember sleeping in somebody else's home. So every day I would wake up, put my best foot forward, praying everything would get better for us. I wake up to see how far we've come, cause I remember we ain't have enough ends to make ends meet. And the man won't wait till next week. Broke enough bread just to eat. I remember you would tell me to hold my hand, so I could see that there's nothing stopping me. I'm going for it all. Won't be long until the morning. I will not forget you. No, I'll be on my way back home in the morning. Ain't gotta worry about it. I will not forget you. Soon as I find my way back home in the morning, I will not forget you. I'll be on my way back home in the morning. Ain't gotta worry about it. I will not forget you. Soon as I find my way back home in the morning.
When I look into your eyes, dear, it's got me holding back the dry tears. When I look into your eyes, when I look into those eyes, when I look into your eyes, dear, and I be fine here. I can read between the lines when I look into those eyes. We could hit the sky if you want to. Say you wanna fly, then I got you. Tell me all your feelings, I got lots too. We don't need a thing when it's me and you. Need you to be real when it's real about you. I don't got the time to be playing with you. To be playing with you. To be playing with you. I don't care what they say. We don't gotta wait. We could fly away. Maybe I'm delusional, something out of usual. Maybe you're just beautiful, but all I know is when I look into your eyes, dear, it's got me holding back the dry tears. When I look into your eyes, when I look into those eyes, when I look into your eyes, dear, and I know that I'll be fine here. I can read between the lines when I look into those eyes. Baby, let's ride. What you gon' do? Hit the blue skies. What you gon' lose? Know you feel this too. Need you to be feeling how I feel about you. I don't got the time to be playing with you. To be playing with you. To be playing with you. When I look into your eyes, look into my
can be dangerous, not in a way that'll make you smile, but one that'll leave you paralyzed. Know you screamed, it won't come out. I can be reckless, leave you in pieces bleeding out, make your body shake a cold shiver. There ain't no way out. Don't you want someone who makes the blood flow? Don't you need someone to steal your heart? Just need someone to keep a tight hold. Thinking about it, I could be the one. Everybody's talking, telling me I'm paranoid. I don't wanna wake the monster, he's the one they want. Everybody's coming crazy, flames and pitchforks. It is what the beast inside me, he's the one they want. Everybody's ready to see just what he could do, risking it all to be brave and say the girl. Gon' save you, oh don't you be foolish. You better seek yourself. The person you find inside will start to look like someone else. You want someone who makes the blood flow. Don't you need someone to stay hard?
Check,
you need someone to keep
check,
it
1, 2, 1, 2,
Think
can
about
you
it, I
guys
can
hear
be the
me?
one.
Check.
Everybody's talking, telling me I'm paranoid. I don't wanna wake the monster. The one they want. Everybody's coming crazy, flames and pitchforks. It is what the beast inside me, he's the one they want.
Did we hear you?
That was
low?
so in
Okay,
love
let
by
me
Velvet
check, check, check,
Horizon.
check, check.
Let's go.
Is that better? Check, check, check. 1, 2, check. Let's see.
Let's go.
Cool. started for today. Loud and clear and good volume is what I like to read. Oh yeah. Alright, we shut up and go get right to it. What is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? We got some bangers to listen to as per usual. What is everyone up to? We're here on a Tuesday, and it's July!
This was a certified banger.
It's July! Welcome to Song Feedback Live with your host, me, Corey, dude who likes bonks. So, everyone, I hope everyone's having a great, fantastic, and all positive synonyms of great week. How is everyone doing today? We got some bangers to listen to as per usual, so a couple things also. First off, Gashiki P and Geode, if you're here in the chat, your track links say track was not found, so if you could update the links or whatever, just to make sure that they're locked in, just to make sure that everything's all in working order, that would be much appreciated. You guys are awesome. So, oh my goodness, I'm glad everyone's feeling like a silly goose today. That's what I'm talking about. 700. Yeah, how? I don't understand how there's crowns now. That's new, but look, I'm here for it. Is that like a new YouTube feature or something? Is that like a new YouTube feature? I've never personally seen that. Oops, I'll send a Discord real quick. All good. Is that new? I'm procrastinating as usual. Shameful. Oh, thank you so much, Aton, you rock. Oh yeah, Aton's track will be first for today, so let me do that before I forget, because you guys know me and I will most definitely forget. Boom, I got it. Cool. So, for today, there's a couple of things that who holds the record for the most songs played on the live stream. Okay, so the current record was the current record is Hot Dog Repe 2, and they had how many records was it? It was a whole album worth of songs. That was the number one. That was the number one for the most records. If I remember correctly, it was maybe I think it was 16 or so, songs. So it was a lot of songs. I remember it being. So that is the record of the most amount of songs ever played from the same person in the live stream. So, sent. Awesome. So I'm going to hold up. I'm going to go pull that up real quick. Gashiki P, I have your submission. Okay. Cool. I got your submission, so I'm going to swap that out now. Geode, if you could update it, that would be sick. I know, Rackbot. Yeah, they stole your points, dude. What happened? I realize sometimes my YouTube chat is mad outdated. Number 2, oh yeah. So I've had oh, you mean in total? Oh, I thought you meant in a single live stream, OJ McBaggins. Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Let me double check, Geode. Hold up. No, that was in a single live stream. In total, I would say, it probably would have to be like a Mute or Electric Panda. I'd have to check exactly who. My guess would probably be Electric Panda. Is the person who submitted the most? Let me see. We got Geode's latest link. Yeah, my bad. Geode, your link still does not work on my end. So if you could update it, or you could DM it to me, just double check the permissions and all of that fun stuff. We should be all good. And then Gashiki P, let me see if this works. Copy. copy link. We go and paste the link. Gashiki P survey says it for some reason still does not work. Interesting. Let me see if I try like just like opening it. Yeah, for some reason it says track not found. Strange. But yeah. So a couple things before we get to it for today. So first things first, I have started classes officially as of yesterday. So far it seems like Tuesdays and Saturdays are still going to be the wave. So I would definitely I'll keep you guys updated if that changes. So I think the most least. Let me see. I would think the most least because I put only one song on your live, Corey. Oh yeah, Ghostface Short. Oh yeah, hell yeah. But I think like in total, if I had to take a guess, if I had to take a gander at that, my guess would most likely be Electric Panda has the most submissions of all time, because we've been doing these live streams since like 2023, around like mid 2023, and he was around since pretty much the beginning of the live stream, so I would have to probably say that. We know we flunked out. Yeah, OJ McFadden. Oh god. Let's see. Let me just refresh the link, see if that worked. Yeah, we're good, Gashiki P, that worked. Let me see, Geode, I'll refresh the link, see if that works. Still no luck on that. Yeah, if I start streaming every day, guys, you know what happened. I failed. Yeah, as far as like the course load so far, it's pretty much started out of the gate pretty much crazy. So I'm looking forward to like everything that I'm learning so far is like awesome. Like I already love it, but it is already a lot. It is already a lot of coursework. It is definitely already a lot. So it's going to be fun managing everything. That's going to be fun. But hey, that's what it takes, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do here. That's what we do here at Song Feedback Live. We push through it. So as far as the a couple things before the live stream starts, we are starting a new month today. So last live stream was the last live stream for June, so we're going to be scheduling a Song of the Month live stream coming up probably within the next week or two, so be on the lookout for that in the Discord server. It will be announced, so definitely check that out. Also, Song of the Song of the, where was I going? Oh my goodness, Sample This. Wow, words, you already know. Sample This event was pushed. The deadline was made for this Friday instead of last Friday, so there's some more time. If you wanted to participate in the event, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And yeah, hell yeah. So as I always go over how the live stream works, so we have two different tier submissions. We have Discord subscriber submissions, which if you're new, join the Discord server, link down in the description. Lots of cool people in there. And with that, it's free to join the Discord server, but to become a Discord subscriber, there's a channel in there. And with the channel, it should say server subscribers. Don't mind me, guys. I've been like literally doing schoolwork all day, so I'm a little bit burnt out today. So sorry if I seem a little bit dead more than usual, but we working. We working through it today. So yes, it should say service subscriptions. It's about $3 a month, and then I think on top of that taxes. So it's US dollars to be clear. So if you're interested in that, join the Discord server. You get a more in-depth review regarding the mixing, mastering, production side of things, and we listen up to 5 minutes long instead of the standard 1 minute 30. Dang, the cat and everything today. Wow, we're starting off strong today. We also do have free submissions if you're interested in submitting your song for free, which is the best price. Oh my god. We have a pinned link both on YouTube and on Twitch. You should see it. It should say submit your song here. Click on the link and it'll take you to our website. Fill out the form, press submit. It'll automatically be added to the queue. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we do first come, first serve as that goes. And I haven't had any time to work and sample this. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I really have not had a lot of time to do much things either, so I don't blame you. But yeah, so yeah, definitely submit if you're interested in submitting. The free submission is both on Twitch and on YouTube, and with that we listen to 1 minute and 30 seconds per track instead of and that's the standard for the free submission. So if you're interested, we also do have an option. $5 or more donation to the live stream is a line skip. The link is down in the description, the donation link. And if you're interested in having me mix and master your records, I also do have a link for that as well. Our coffee page has all the pricing and all of that fun stuff, and you can hear some of the stuff I worked on in the past if you guys are interested. So without further ado, we are going to get to it. I'm gonna shut up and get to the fun stuff. Blah blah blah. Corey talks too much. Yeah. Like when you submit your free submission because you're 4 weeks before the live stream, sub submissions will take 2 hours. Oh no! Oh no! Hey, look, to be fair, it used to not be that long, Rag, but it used to not, like, we have grown as a channel, which I appreciate you guys a ton for. Yeah, the live stream has like grown like crazy, honestly. Like the amount of people that submit now is like insane. So it used to not be like 2 hours before we started, but. So if you already said this, but I wasn't paying attention with the link that I sent you work. Did you DM me the link? Let me see. Yes, you did. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the kind words, Geode. You rock. Yeah, it's been fun, honestly. Like a lot of the course stuff. First off, like I'm loving what I'm learning so far. So it's just a lot of information. It's just a lot. For some reason, still says yeah, the track is not found. So if you could potentially like make it public for like a brief period of time, that would be awesome. But first, we have new 6/8 Groove 8.0. So this is no longer 7.4. We have the 8.0 version with vocals on it. So I'm assuming this is the same one we heard last time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, maybe not last time, but within the past 2 times, that was the 6/8 Groove. So hell yeah. We gon' get started today. A year ago, going from 2 hour streams to a 5 to 7. No, Neshka, no. It went from once a week a 2 hour stream to twice a week 5 hour stream. We gonna run it. Let's get it. There we go. Oh, you guys won't be able to hear that. Hold on. Let me make sure you guys can hear this. Boom. This is Aton. There we go. Force us to make him into this is force him.
I never had it, I always wanted, I never needed to be I never thought that I could go on. And if you think that maybe you could always learn it, I never did. I never thought that I could go on. I could have always my way.
Thank you, Geode.
If you want it, I could always be there today. If you always remember that I wasn't growing up, 'cause I always remember my name. And I feel like I can't find, I never really could have mystified. I always established my game. If you always remember that I never wasn't growing up, always established my name. And I never could.
Oh, dude. There we go.
I never really wanted to.
My bad.
I never had it, I always wanted, I never needed to be I never thought that I could go on. And if you think that maybe you could always learn it, I never did. I never thought that I could go on.
Yes, OJ McBaggins.
Always my way. If you want it, I can always be there today. If you always remember that I never was a growing up, 'cause I always remember. wasn't going young, but always established my name. And I never really wanted to. I can establish my name. Can you open your arms to me? 'Cause I wanna be seen. Can you open your arms to me? 'Cause I wanna be seen. Always remember that I wasn't growing up, 'cause I always remember my name. And I feel like identify. I never really could mystify. I always established my game. If you always remember that I wasn't growing up, but always established my name. And I never really wanted to. I can establish my name.
Oh, let me get the voting up. First off, yeah, the track, I think you definitely improved on the mix. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me get the voting up. There we go. Hold on, let me get the poll up. First off, yeah, I totally agree about the hook. The hook section is crazy. That is like the fact, like, I still remember like the hook melody, and you guys know how many songs that I listen to every time we do these live streams, listen to at least like 30 plus songs. So if I remember the song like hook, that's a good sign. So you already know I love the song. The overall production, you already know that I dig. The including the break at the part. So the main thing is in the mixing, and I'm sure that's the reason why you submitted. I'm pretty sure, right? So I'm going to download the song. I know you said that it's cool if I do that for your track, so I'm just gonna I'm going to download it off screen here. All right. We are going to download the file, so I have it, and I'm gonna load it up into Ableton. I brought the pre back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This one. Wait. So
I never really could mystify. I always established my game.
So I do like that you went more on the affected route for the vocals. I think that totally was the wave. I feel like it made the vocals sound a lot more purposeful.
Never really could mystify.
Now, the main thing that I would do as far as the vocals, there is this one area that I would just tame a bit. So let me mute these real quick in favor of bringing in the track. So I believe it's this, right? Nah, that's MIDI. Boom, there we go. Ableton shortcuts are not my forte, guys. But we're gonna look up Aton. We're gonna look up we're gonna throw in the track here so that we could mess around with it a little bit. First off, I do hear the difference. The bass is totally up. I love where the bass is. Here we go. There we go. Can you guys still hear that?
And if you think that maybe you could always I never thought that
Okay, so right around this area, I'll load it up. So we're gonna be listening more for the vocals here.
maybe you could always I never thought that I could go on.
part's fine. This part's fine. Right there, right there. The my. Right there is where it gets a little bit sharp. Not note wise, but frequency wise. Hold on. Again, sorry guys, I'm used to Pro Tools shortcuts, so if I'm messing up Ableton shortcuts, it's because I work in Pro Tools. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is just the plus sign, right? Why doesn't it allow me to? Maybe it thinks I'm using. Okay, that's strange, but oh, there it is. Okay, I was pressing that, but anywho. It's like right here. Feels like there's a lot of. I think taming this around 650 hertz, taming this in the vocals. Where is it? Yeah, this 1500-ish. When the vocals come in. It's just this area in general. This area in general, I feel like could be tamed. This 1.5K area feels a little bit harsh when you get to the transients. So I would make it like a fast attack time, a medium release time for this, for a dynamic EQ. Let's see. Again, you could use TDR Nova. It's effectively the same thing. It's free. See, like, yeah, I definitely am a fan of definitely the effect being purposeful. It's just a matter of just taming those harshness that comes with when you tend to filter out some of the frequencies. Sometimes it makes the mid frequencies feel like the transients go a little bit harsh. I'll come back and I submitted a song. Hell yeah, Tyrone. Hell yeah, dude.
I never really could have mystified. I always established my game.
I feel that when you tame the upper mid frequencies, you could even raise your vocals up a hair. I do want more of those horns. You know what's funny? I was listening to it was a Michael Jackson record. I'm blanking on which exact one it was, but I was listening to it and I was like, dang, these horns sound like so nice and full and up front, and they almost like peak out of the mix, but I dug the fact that they were a bit almost loud in the mix. Where is it? There's like this, it might not be horns, it could be like a synth. It sounds kind of like a horn-esque sound. There's like this kind of going on. I think just using Stevie Wonder's mixes, like Stevie Wonder's, if you would take, hold on, what song is that? Stevie Wonder, not lately. Although, nah, Sir Duke wouldn't make sense. Honestly, Superstition, I think, is a good reference mix. I know it's like the one of the most recognizable ones out of all of them, but it has the clap. It has like the layering of the synths. It has the vocals super up front. I would use that as a reference for your instrumental mix. Just like where they're sitting in the mix. I would use that as a reference to like, okay, where should I have the keys sit at versus like the drums and whatnot. I feel like that would be a good reference mix because that mix goes crazy, honestly. I played that 1,000 times, yeah. Yeah, or maybe, Herbie Hancock, yeah. This is just in general, I think that's totally the wave for the reference mix because it has a lot of the same elements.
I never had it, I always wanted it, I never needed to think it. I never thought that I could go wrong.
Let's see where it's peaking at.
Maybe you could always turn it. I never think I never thought that I could go wrong. I could have always my way. If you want it, I could always be there today. If you always remember that never was a cause I always remember my name. And I feel like I identify. I never really could have mystified. I always established my game.
Let's see.
Always remember that never was a going out, but always established.
Let's see, we'll do some SSL stuff.
I never thought that I could go wrong. I could have always my way. If you want it, I could always be there today. If you always remember that never was a growing up, cause I always remember my name. And I feel like I get
Let's see.
I always establish my game. Always establish my name.
I mean, the vocals definitely have to come up.
Can you open your arms to me? Cause I wanna be seen. Can you open your arms to me?
Ooh, it's like absolutely not.
I never thought that I could go wrong.
My computer was like, nope.
If you want it, I can always be there today. If you always remember that never was a growing up, cause I always remember my name. never really could have mystify. I always establish my game. If you always come around, there never was a going amber. Always establish my name.
Definitely like doubling the vocal would go crazy, I feel.
I never really wanted to.
And my computer was like, nope. You heard that? It was like, nope. But yeah, something like that.
And if you think that maybe you could always end it, I never I never thought that I could go wrong.
Let me try and disable some other stuff. Hold on. We gonna try and disable these other instances of ozone. Maybe that'll help. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
And then it was a glowing ember, 'cause I always remember my name. And I feel like I identify. I never really could have mystified. I always established my game. If you always come around, there never was a glowing ember. Always established my name. And I never could have been. I never really wanted to. Never thought that I could go wrong. I could have always my way. If you wanted, I could always be there today. If you always remember that never was a glowing ember, 'cause I always remember my name. I never thought that I could go wrong. And if you think that maybe you could always end it, I never thought that I could go wrong. I could have always my way.
Hopefully this'll let it rock.
If you wanted, I could always be there today. If you always remember that never was a glowing ember, 'cause I always remember my name. And I feel like I identify. I never really could have mystified. I always established my game. If you always come around, there never was a glowing ember. Always established my name. And I never could have been. I never really wanted to be. I can establish my game.
Okay, so what I did was, okay, yeah, that could also be it. I did do some stuff here. Some of the stuff, I don't think you necessarily have to, like, you don't have to use that. Like, if you do want to keep the punch of the kick drum, then I totally would maintain it the same way. I would say, like, use like bits and pieces of like a reference track. I always say, like, if you want, I want this mix, but I want my kick drum like to be knocking versus this one. Like, that's totally fine as well. So I'm taming the 1.5K. This is mainly for the vocals. So I would put this on the vocal chain, and then this same here around 600 hertz. Then what I'm doing is I have like an analog EQ. I'm boosting the highs. I'm boosting around, what is it? I can give you exact. 11.7 was where it was at roughly. It's a high shelf. I'm boosting a little bit. Oh, quite a bit actually. I'm boosting a good like 5.9 decibels. Then I'm taking some of the low mids. I'm bringing some of them back. I brought it up by a little bit by 3 dB. And then the bass I brought up a decent amount. I brought up by like 5 decibels. This is before EQ. Still before. This is with.
I never really could have mystified. I always
Without.
established my game. If you always come around,
With.
there never was a going ember. Always established my name.
Then what I'm doing, I brought up the vocal vocals. I brought up the vocals with Ozone rebalanced by a few decibels. I brought the vocals up by 2 decibels, and then I put a limiter on the master bus just to kind of bring it up in volume to like commercially loud. So now without, we'll do it without, so we can hear before and after. So you're obviously it's gonna be. Think I should just raise the kick and bass? Nah, I would just use EQ honestly. I think where they're sitting's fine volume wise. This is before.
I never had it, I always wanted, I never needed to revisit. I never thought that I could go on. And if you think that maybe you could always end it, I never think. I never thought that
I'll move it.
and then it wasn't going on, cause I always remember.
With everything. Dang, of course it doesn't let me just do that. Without. With.
I never really could have mystified. I always established my
Without. With.
always established my.
Of course it only lets me do it like for a couple of things. But yeah. I definitely would use EQ instead. EQ would go a long way, I feel, for the kick drum. I just would boost, like where I'm boosting at 56 hertz. So, just like the sub frequency. Aton's asking if anyone wants to help him out with lyrics. Hit him up on Discord. But yeah, that's so annoying. I'm planning on eventually, like, what's it called, upgrading my computer, so it's gonna have less of this like stuff going on. So it's also a lot of like mastering, like while streaming. Like the thing about like mastering plugins is they take up a lot of processing power, and with doing the streaming thing, like you're already allocating a lot of resources to live streaming your audio. So when you try to like throw a master on something, it's going to like make your CPU like have a stroke. That stuff, you can bounce stuff off. Hell yeah. OJ McBaggins. Hell yeah. We should start a lyric writing club because the writing struggle bus is real. Honestly, I'm honestly like when it comes to like the production side of things, lyrics is totally my weak point when it comes to things. Like if anyone comes for like feedback on their lyrics, I'm like I could tell you when it's I know like the general things of what to, like the general like songwriting tips that I've known from other songwriters, like don't use perfect rhymes, like the overall like flow and everything like that. It has to, make sense, stuff like that. But as far as like me personally writing, it's definitely not my forte. But Aton, I really honestly, those things I would just these things in the mix I would just handle. I would definitely like the sub frequencies. I feel like once I brought up the subs, it was like, ooh, like the mix almost like came to life a bit.
I never needed to revisit. I never thought that I could go on.
Of course, it doesn't allow me to play it, but it's like absolutely not. But maybe in the bass, honestly, I would just, you could even copy something similar to all these settings that I have, whichever you want. Totally viable if you want. So I'm boosting the highs here. I think I went over everything just in case, but if you like as far as like the mixing side, that's what I would do personally. Before
always establish my game. If you always establish my name.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much, Eitan. I hope that's helpful. I know I was pretty much like doing mastering on this, but I feel like that's like the easiest way for me to like communicate. Oh, this is what I would do, is literally just like showing, you know? I don't know. For me, I've always been a lot easier to just be like, oh, this is how I do it, blah, 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 and then explain. So, Jamiroquai. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's what I'm talking. I know that song. Oh my God. Me too, Roy Droid Void. Me too. or maybe Tommy Impala. First off, I want a name as cool as those guys. That's my goal. That's my goal, OJ McBaggins. I want to name like even like a quarter as cool as that. And Neshka's like, you got that right, Corey. Good job. I felt the virtual pat on the back for that. Hell yeah. Appreciate you as always, Eitan. You rock. First off, track goes crazy. I have beef with you though. I have massive beef with you, and I'll explain why. So, first thing, I do know you have the band stuff on all the platforms, so I don't have that much beef with you. But, Eitan, how come we don't got your music on Spotify and all that? How come? Why isn't it on Spotify? Where is it? We need Eitan's music
banger.
on Spotify. I'm gonna just starting beef with everyone who watches the live stream for absolutely no reason whatsoever, other than just random reasons. I'm gonna just be like, Neshka, I don't like you. I have severe beef with you, and I'll tell you why. You like rhubarb, and that's crazy. Do not stop until he please do not stop until he punches. Yeah, there we go. Roy Joy Void is here. Also, he's like, dude, get on top of Eitan. Dude's got to release his stuff. Oh yeah, don't worry. Roy Joy Void, I'll make sure. Eitan, this year, I'm going to give you a deadline. You need to release a song by December of this year. I want an Eitan song released on all streaming platforms, or else, I don't know. Or else we'll have to we'll change your name from Eitan to Beaton. And if you keep pushing it off, you're gonna get down letter grades. Okay, that's what we're gonna do over here. July resolutions, yeah, starting up. That's exactly what I'm saying. Was hoping Eitan was on YouTube. Exactly. YouTube music. He pays for a whoa, wait a second, Roy Joy Void. Wait, that changes everything. Wait, what do you mean? He already pays for the streaming platform submission service. Eitan, what are you doing? Eitan, what do you mean? You gotta put the stuff out. You're already paying for the stuff. You might as well just throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like can't be having. One thing that I realized is music is never gonna get heard on a hard drive. And I need to take my own advice, because my music's on a hard drive. Oh yeah. Pluton. We will start calling you your real name. Hey yo! Hey Anonymous. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, Eitan's like, bro, look, I didn't sign up to be roasted right now, guys. Like, chill. Oh, no, it's all in good faith, Eitan. No, but seriously, you gotta put some music out. You're already paying for the stuff. Hell yeah. What's going on? Oh, Ian, what's going on? Anthony Wilson says, yo, I submitted yesterday. I started a brand new track tonight. Looking forward to feedback. Hell yeah, dude. Let me make sure that I have your. Oh, dang, I looked at this form, and there was like nobody on here, and now there's everybody on here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to live stream. How we feeling? Signed up for it when he befriended us. That's right, Roy joined Void. He signed up for it. Yes, he did. Unknowingly. Yeah, he did. I do have your submission, Anthony Wilson, just confirming. And I also do have yours, HGF Chris. I do have yours as well. Yeah. Don't worry. It's not bullying. We're actually this is helpful encouragement. I like to say it. It's like, guys, you bullied me into releasing my music. Jeez. So we have You're Being Hypnotized. Thanks for the head start or whatever. I forgot the word is. You know what I mean. I'm kind of submitting this for fun because I'm very aware the song isn't produced well. Jeez, Shaky P, that is the most unconfident. You know what? I respect the honesty. You're like, hey guys, I know. You're like, before I even hear this, I know. I like it's the genres, violins and shit. That's pretty cool. This is just something I made for fun, although it is a bonus track for the album. Also, the vocals are, once again, a text-to-speech from the 80s that fell victim to my existence. That's one way to word it. Lyrics about the media warping people's perception of the world and themselves. Classic. Hell yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I love some drum and bass, so hell yeah. Shiki, I came back on YouTube just to say, have more self-confidence. Believe in yourself. That's right! We need more self-confidence. Aton releasing your music! Kashiki P! The first sentence being, I'm very aware this song isn't produced well. Jeez. Tisk, tisk. We're gonna run it. was your being hypnotized by Gashiki P. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
First off, I totally agree. When I read, well, my television just turned black and white, I'm hypnotized. Look, my whole worldview just turned like everything around me just turned grayscale, like noir. Like 1930s style going on. Cool track overall. I love the vibe. Overall, why do you sound like Yosuke? Oh my god, for Persona 4. I'm gonna be honest, I've never played Persona ever. I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop of that, but I hope they sound good. And imagine it was just like this the lamest character in the series, and I'm like, yay, what's up, man? I was like, oh man, I sound like that. Oh no. Yeah, honestly, best hashtag right there. It did. Yeah, that was horrifying. The ending, first off, which I love some good horror stuff, by the way. Not enough 808s. This is the song I play with slowly leaving the train station. Yeah, you have one of those top hats. You're like, all aboard. You do one of those tips of the hat. Gashiki P tips of the hat. La Persona, oh yeah, Ben 10. I just snotted on my screen. Hey, yeah. Fuck. But first off, honestly, like the production, I really, it didn't bother me personally. Like the production, you made it like way worse, made it out to be like way worse. Like I was expecting like some really terrible sounding stuff like coming through, like, and I'm just about to like try to find what to say about it that's positive type stuff. But I dug, first off, the chord progression was sick. I dug that. I like the, like, it's very artsy. The type of track I feel. I like that kind of like melody percussion layer that's on top. What I would say, as far as the overall, what I would say, track goes, honestly, Gashiki P, I feel like what would really benefit the track is filtering out. I feel like making it even go like as crazy as it's gonna sound, like just really degrading the sound and make it like sound like super like finally. Like you do have the noise in there already, but like really taking like vinyl. Right, by iZotope, which is free, by the way. It's free plugin, so if you don't already have it, shame on you. Shame on you, and you should be banned from doing anything music. No, I'm just kidding, imagine. But no, vinyl plugin is made by iZotope. It's free. You could change it to the 1930s right there, and you can even do one of these. You ain't gonna hear nothing because there's nothing going on. First off, we'll take Eitan's song. Hold on, and we'll put a little vinyl on it. Hold on, we're gonna give a little bit of love to Eitan's song. Dang, there we go. We're gonna put some vinyl on Eitan's song. Sorry, Eitan, if I'm using your song again, but this is for science. I hope you can forgive us in your heart. So we have 1930s. We're gonna run Eitan's song through some 1930s vinyl. He's something that really just like has fun with the what's it called? The saturation, the vinyl saturation, to really emphasize the strings. I feel like I feel like the production itself, that's, to me personally, the main thing that it's missing is just the strings sound very fake. And they're a bit repetitive over time. It does feel a little bit long. So honestly, you could probably cut a good probably 30 seconds of the loop towards the end out. Just so it doesn't feel like it's kind of dragging a bit. Or if you did want to maintain that error, maybe changing up the chords a little bit. I know you did towards the end, but that's more of like the filter going in there. Track goes crazy. Oh, you have the hell yeah, Corey mixing colorful liquids right now. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, maybe not that one. Wait, Sasuke from Naruto. And if it wasn't emo, nah, Sasuke. I always called dude Sasuke because it made my brother angry that I never called him by like his actual name. So it's like, it's that Sasuke guy. Yeah, definitely need some more 808s for sure. Now you gotta transcribe it into wax cylinder for the classic sound. Yeah, you need one of those like those wax things that with the needle. Yeah, what are those called? Something phone. What are those called? Like wax sound device. Boom. Phonograph. No shit. I was not even close. Phone. What was? Oh no, phone. No. Wait a second. I was close. It was not the last part of the word. It was just the first part. Yeah, you need one of these things with the fancy horn thing sticking out. One of these. Where is it? Dang, there's no good pictures of this. Oh no shit. I'm so stupid. I need to like pull up the. Okay. Anywho. One of these, we get to like snapper fingers to the beat. We got to do one of these. Super like old school. Yeah, we need that. It needs a bonk just randomly off beat. I got it. Don't worry. Wait. It's in the key of the song! Let's go! Okay, Gashiki P, you could record that part and throw it in. I want my writer's credits, though. Imagine, that'd be crazy. That thing could definitely make some wild bass noises. Imagine how crappy the sound of like a bass would sound like on there, like an 808. It would just completely like fry the device. Or to give it a delay. Don't worry about it. But that's really, honestly, Kashiki P, that's really all I got. I thought the track was cool. So, thank you so much for submitting. We go and move on to the next one, which is the last of the Discord subscriber submissions, I believe. Yeah, this is 2-7. Or it would be if you guys checked the links before you submit. 2-7, what are you doing? Dang, today we just calling out everybody on the live stream today. Nobody's link works today. What's going on with you guys? Get your shit together. He was like, he was like, no, fuck, dude. That reminds me, made mine public so it should work. Yeah, sure. That's what someone would say if they were lying. No, it does work now. Cool. Did my link work? I will double check. Let me see. Direct message. Let's see. I'm assuming. Let's see. I see the cover art. Let's see if it allows me to hear it. I will double check. I'll let you guys know. Like when I load up the track. Oh wow! It didn't even. All right. Well, I don't know why it's not just. It's being stupid. Visit site. Let's see. We cooking? We cooking with oil? 2-7. It's not working. Did something happen with SoundCloud or something? Like where they updated like what you got to do or something like that? Nah, you could submit. Nah, you're good. You could submit. Honestly, we take like submissions like pretty much all the way to the end of the live stream, which is like 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, the oil was too hot. Yeah, that shit was frying. Well, if you could, it's public now. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. I don't know why today it decides to do this, but whatever. This is wait. Life is like a box of chocolates. One day you with a bath, next day you with. Oh man. Just letting you guys know that you guys you're the only ones to create in your genre so far on SoundCloud. So shout out to you guys. Let's run it. Or not.
doggy move. This is a certified.
Damn, this shit more than a feeling I got. 808s bumping, can you feel it or not? I just wanna get drunk or to a light. No emotions off to the side, I feel alright. It's okay, done this like 100 times. Blood dripping down my wrist, falling like lights. It's okay, I'll just say that I'm fine. Then no one in, believe that I'm fine.
That's what I'm talking about. That's 2-7. There we go. That was sick. I just texted my girlfriend and told her it's over. Well, shit. That's something. I hope everything's good with you, fam. Cool track, dude. First off, like, that was a wild ride, bro. I looked up what this meant. I had no idea what that meant. So that was an interesting Google search. Thanks for that. What's that called? Cool track overall. Love the hyper popness of it. Definitely has a lot of twists and turns, that's for sure. And I love some twists and turns when it comes to tracks. What's that called? I have guys, you'd be so proud of me right now. I have the overall. I got what's it called? the Q thing. The Q is here, guys. The Q is on is right there. Oh yeah, you guys would be so proud. Mossy, I don't see. Wait, where's your? Do you have a submission on here? Mossy, where's your submission? I don't see your submission on here, fam. Unless you submitted like what's it called? Mossy? I'm not seeing, or Mosey, sorry. I don't see your submission on the forums here, fam. So if you could just double check the form, that would be sick. Should be called Acid, the playlist. That's right, the beautiful list of playing. Someone asked, I did see someone ask, if you guys want, I could post. The thing is, a lot of the times people post stuff that's unreleased and don't want me to share it. So that's why, like, typically, like, I don't usually put it in the description for that reason. But if you guys want, like, just let me know in like now or like in the comment section. I'll make sure that shit's, I got you. Or I could drop it in the live chat. It's probably the easiest bet. So people who are watching it live, like, can click on it real time. That's up to you guys, though. Cool track, I would say. Definitely the mixing. I like it. I totally agree. The melodic ideas in here are really strong. I feel. I nothing here was necessarily like out of key. It definitely needs a solid mix in here. I feel like that's the number one thing that's holding it back is the mixing here. And I'll go into what I would do a little bit differently. Let's see. 6 minutes I have. Yeah, 6 minutes. Let's see. I only see the artist name, guys. Yeah, see, look, guys, read at the side here. This is the cue. I don't know. Should I make this bigger? Can I make this even bigger? Let's see. We could do one of these. What's a good font for you guys? What seems like the live stream? Impact. We'll do impact, and we'll. Oh, that's okay. That's a bit too much. Hold on. We gonna change that. Hold on. We gonna bring that shit right back to like, boom, beautiful. Look at that. That's the cue right now. So I figured out a way, guys. We cooking. I got you. That's okay, Geode. That's okay. I'll make that. First off, hold on. Hold on. I want to share. Thank you, Geode, for that. I saved the image.
Swag Messiah. There's only two ways this can end, and both of them, they die.
So as far as yeah, I know 2-7. No, well, first things first is the kick drums. The kick drums are way too loud, fam, because they're like.
If you don't wanna
and the bass, like you could tell the bass is like muddy. I would just the number one thing is you got to just keep double checking your mixes on different speakers because like, the bass is is really taking away the clarity of the other elements here. Mainly here. Like, I like how up front the kicks are, but it's a bit too much. That sound I would just tame because it does get a bit harsh. So we gotta clear up the bass. The more on the vocals. The vocals should come up in the mix.
Swag Messiah.
Once you tame the bass, I feel like that's like the majority of the mixing problems. I feel like the vocals, you can have a lot more fun with the post-production stuff, like the chopping it up, like going ham with some of the reverb effects and delays and stuff like that. I feel you can go ham with.
Emotions off to the side, I feel alright. It's okay, I've done this like 100 times. Blood dripping down my wrist, falling like flies. In a horror movie, yeah, I'm falling under your spell. Disney, no, there's no happy ending. No guarantees, had a fun night. I know I'm being hella pessimistic, but what is life if you can't do it right?
This part's so cool.
Doggy move.
I love the synths.
This is a certified hood classic.
Those sound effects are a bit on the are a bit on the low.
This shit more than a feeling I got 808s bumping, can you feel it or not? I just wanna get drunk or to a lie. No emotions off to the side, I feel alright. Fuck it out.
I feel like adding more vocals, like ad-lib stuff, would go such a long way for this track too.
Messiah. There's only two ways this can end.
Feeling I got 808s bumping, can you feel it or not? I just wanna get drunk or to a lie. No emotions off to the side.
I like how you were saying the other track that needed 808s. I feel like this one needs strings. You know,
I feel alright. It's okay, I've done this like 100 times. Blood dripping down
not actually.
my wrist. No guarantees, had a fun night.
Yeah, really, the main thing is just taming those bass frequencies, fam, and then I think you're good to go. Honestly, like those small things, I would adjust, and yeah, hell yeah. They call me because I got the cash on me like a big. Hey yo! Yeah, we got the cue here, guys. We got the cue here. I feel proud of myself that I have the cue here today, guys. So without further ado, yeah. Oh, I have more people out to put on the list, guys. Hold on. We throwing some. Boom. All right. Thank you so much 27 for submitting. Let me I don't think I put the poll up for you, so I'm gonna throw it up another poll real quick. So we gonna get that going. But appreciate you so much for submitting. Always a pleasure hearing your tracks. We're gonna project, so most of the shit I send are work in progress. That's totally fine. That's the whole point of the live stream, though. So hell yeah! If you're submitting finished records, like honestly, work in progress and finished records that are unreleased, it are totally the way for the live stream, because that's the way to get the most out of it. You know, I feel. So I'm just working on. My stepdad winked at me at the beach. Hey yo, Tyrone! You gotta watch your back, bro. Just gotta be like, I don't know, or maybe not. Who knows? So we got next. We have we got only a quarter to boot. Is that from Ed, Edd n Eddy? This is Prom Queens and Back Alleys. Ragbot, like Rackbot. You got a track with a wild name, so unfortunately I am gonna have to skip that track. Yours was 2 from now, so unless you submit a different track, fam, I am going to have to skip that. I'm just I know I said it in the chat. I don't know if you saw, but yeah. What's going on, Shans? What's good? now we're at the free submission, so the list is going to go by a lot faster now because we're going to be listening to 1 minute 30 seconds instead of the full 5 minutes or more, or a little bit more per submission. So these are a little bit less in depth, so we're going to be listening to 1 minute and 30 seconds per track. So if you found anything helpful so far, be sure to hit the like button, the dislike button, all that fun stuff you already know. The subscribe button. We do this twice a week. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'd love to see you guys in the future. And join the Discord server. We're running events right now. So we'd love to hear you join the sample this event. It's going to be fun. So without further ado, we're going to get to the free submissions now. So, and also there is an option if you want to skip the line. We have $5 or more donation to the live stream is a line skip. Actually, Aton already technically, we did Atons already. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description down below. You could super chat on YouTube, or you could, if you're interested in having me mix and master your records, we also do have a link for this. So let me shut up and get to the part where you actually want, which is the reviews. Let's get to it. Prom Queens and Back Alleys by Only a Quarter to Boot. Let's run it.
These hallways never felt so lonely. All she's got is fake friends only. What's a girl to do all alone? She's walking down the hallways with a smile on her face. But she never felt so out of place. If you could see what she sees, would you think she's just another prom queen? Mama cared, then maybe she wouldn't even be. If Daddy stayed, then maybe she wouldn't need fear. If her friends cared, then maybe she wouldn't have disappeared. She may be the prom queen, but after tonight, she's not going to be seen again. No, she won't be seen.
So that's 1 minute 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Prom Queens and Back Alleys. There we go. I was not expecting some pop punk stuff, but that's what we got. Cool track. No, I dig the pop punk sound. That's what I'm talking about. So overall, I like the melodies that are going on in the track. I think the guitars sound solid.
These hallways
Now my question to you
never
is, did you play all the instruments? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So overall, I like, it's definitely, I would say, a solid record. I would say a big part of it that I would definitely take a deep dive into is in the production. So first things first, I feel like at times I think I do, like, the vocals do sound a little bit strainy. And I understand, like, I'm a big into, like, the metal scene. This isn't metal, but I understand that that's the sound, but it needs to sound like effortless, and it feels like you're trying really hard to hit some of these notes, and they tend to be a little bit flat. No, it's totally fine. What's it called? It's, yeah, and sang hell yeah! So they played all the instruments and sang. Nah, that takes, like, that's a lot. That's a lot right there. It's like, I've also do the same thing. Like, it honestly, like, it's a great skill set to have to produce your own music. So hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And for me personally, I also find myself when I'm doing tracks, right, is finding the right place where my personal vocals, right, feel like they're sitting in a spot where I'm not reaching, but it still feels like, you know, there's the power behind it, which is always finding that sweet spot is very tough sometimes. So what I always recommend is play around with the key of the song. I personally think there's nothing wrong with lowering the key signature to really make sure that you are comfortable in the range. So
Maybe she wouldn't need me.
I'll
Friends scared that
I'll explain where.
she wouldn't have disappeared.
Have disappeared.
Tonight.
There was a part
Not going to
right here. Listen to the timing for the vocals right here.
She's not going
They're a tiny bit late here, so just be careful of that. I would just shift the vocals a bit to the left here, just to make sure that they're locked in with the pocket. I want some more layers on that, on those screams.
If you could see what she sees.
Just a tiny bit more confidence in the notes. It sounds like it almost sounds like, now correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like this is a case with a lot of artists, that you're recording in a space that you don't feel comfortable belting. Now correct me if I'm wrong, like, because that could totally be wrong, but I feel like a lot of it almost sounds like you're almost like reserved a bit, like almost like in the back of your head you don't want someone to hear you or something like that. Like it sounds like that to me. So sometimes you just gotta, and it takes a lot of confidence over time to build that up, but yeah, it is not easy to do. But you refer, I find issue my voice getting buried. Nah, you're good. My closet, boom. I think it's just how my voice is. Then honestly, like, I feel like a lot of the times, because like pop punk is so, like, you know, diaphragm heavy, right? It's really hard to eliminate a sort of nasaliness out of a vocal without doing a lot of like breathing exercises and maintaining like a certain like a diet before you sing. And that's what I find, because we have an R&B artist. I know it's a completely different genre, but vocal exercises are vocal exercises. They translate to all genres pretty much. And what I find is, like, he will stay away from dairy. He'll stay away from certain foods that day that he's looking to do vocals, just so he makes sure that, you know, his vocals, when he gets into the booth, like, it maximizes the amount of time and like lowers the amount of effort that it takes to get some of the takes out. So I feel like that would go a long way, and breathing exercises and really singing from your diaphragm would go such a long way, I feel, as far as like getting rid of some of that uncertainty with the vocals. And yeah, I dig the track. And first off, kudos to releasing music. That takes a lot of courage to begin with the vocals in general, and shout out to you doing all the production as well. Hell yeah. So hell yeah. I got a vocal teacher. I'll probably bring it up for a lot of breathing. Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. But if I go, like, I feel like, let me see. I get that I'm holding back. Yeah. But if I go, I feel like I'm puking my vocal cords out and getting out of breath. Yeah, that comes with building up the diaphragm muscles. That is, it can take, honestly, it could take it could take a bit to really build that up, honestly. And I definitely, like, I do vocals here and there, but I built up mine mainly because I used to play a lot of woodwind instruments. And like, if you take a break now, if you play any woodwind instruments, but I'm sure anyone here who hasn't sang for a bit has that same experience where, like, you haven't sang for a while and then you like go to do it and you're like out of breath a bunch. It's like you kind of have to maintain it a lot. So I feel like the more that you're doing it consistently, like, you'll be totally fine. So hell yeah. It started a bit ago. Hell yeah. No, congrats on the journey. I'm excited. Hopefully I hear more of your records. Like, first off, being so early on your journey and releasing music, you should be very proud of. Because I know motherfuckers that be doing this shit and don't release anything. So that's already a step in the right direction. So kudos to you. Thank you so much for submitting. Hell yeah. You know who is your lookalike? Oh boy, Sean's Jerry Heller, actor from Straight Outta Compton. Dude, imagine Prime Eminem. I don't know about Eminem, dude. I don't know about Eminem. I look nothing like Eminem. Dude, imagine you were just like, yo, dude, you look just like Biggie. I'd be like, bro, I don't know about that, though. Oh my god. All right, no, I gotta look like this. Hold on, what's Jerry Heller? Hold on, we got Zorg. What's going on, Zorg? Hold on, you look like Snoop Doggy Dogg. Yeah, dude, I see it. Honestly. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, I look like this guy? Excuse me. Wait a second. Wait. I kind of do. Look at that. We're the same person. Holy shit. Look at us. If I put my head here, pretend like my hold on. Hey, everybody. No. Oh no, the actor. Hold on. Hold on. Christian Rock. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Chris. I don't know about that one. Christian Rock. Yeah, I just need Blueface's face tatted on me. Then we're the same person. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Jerry Heller. Oh, appreciate who was that? Who was that? Swampy, you rock. Your track is next. Always nice to catch a stream, even for a little while. You rock. So many talented artists here. Here's a really early track I put out. It's a bit rough, but it gives you an idea of the origins of the swamp. Hell yeah. So let me load that up. As I also, Swampy, I have to see what the hell dude's talking about real quick. I'm gonna load up your track now. Dude says I look like an actor from a movie, and I have to see this. Hold on. Because that'd be pretty funny. So we do have a donation submission. So, boom. Okay, you said Jerry Heller, right? Actor, straight out of Compton. This guy? I look like this? What? I look like this? Wait, what? Wait, I look like this guy? Wait, what? Bro, this guy looks like he's like... Bro. What do you mean? Without the beard? Bro! You're saying that I'm like... Dude, he's 30 years older than me. You're saying I'm aged like 30 years, man? Hey, yo. Wait, no, look what he's in the film. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay. What? Oh... Look at him when he acts. Oh, that makes a difference. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me look at him when he acts. This guy? Wait, okay. Hold on. When he acts? This guy? Bro, he's got white hair. I kind of see it though. Look at him. He does kind of look like... I hate that this kind of looks like me a little bit. Not gonna lie. It could be the haircut. Look, if I take my hair off, right? Hair off. I promise it's real, guys. If I take my hair off, guys. Yeah, dang, I do kind of look... Damn, we do. Look at that. If I like try to do like the same like... I hate that I do kind of look like him. All right, we'll listen to Swampy's song now. All right, Deep Field Master by Swamp Jerry. Jerry Springer. Oh, all right. Well, thanks for that. I don't know if that helps. Now I have to look up. Now is like, do people think that Jerry from Straight Outta Compton looks handsome in the movie? Imagine it was just like, yeah, guys, no, they made him look really ugly in the movie on purpose. They like just formed his face and everything. Tiki, we need a white hairspray. All right, this is Deep Fields Master. Let's run it. Oh, thanks. That was Deep Fields Master by Swamp Trimmer. Let's go. First off, you motherfuckers in the chat are saying some wild descriptions from the chat. Bro, the fucking what the hell is it? Wait. Tyrone is just going crazy in the chat. What's going on, dude? No, but seriously, overall, I love the production of this. It's so colorful. So guys, Swamp also said in the message that this is actually a really early track that they put out, so it's a bit rough, but gives you an idea of the origins of the Swamp. So this is actually an early Swamp Trimmer track. So if it sounds like it's a little bit rough around the edges, it's because it was earlier on Swamps, delving into the swamps, being an ogre. It says I posted 6 months ago, but I made it a few years ago. Legendary. Yeah, honestly, I'm at a lack for words. I'm just reading this shit, and I'm just like, bro, I can't say this shit. I got the live stream. Oh my goodness. This is down. Chris hands me a 40. Oh my goodness. Tyrone, you're wild, man. First off, yeah, no, the production is crazy. The ideas here are totally there. Honestly, like, I would say that production-wise, like, the sound design is totally there. I think it's just mainly in the mixing. If anything would be different, I would say. Like, I think the creativity's there. You definitely have, like, I feel like the Swamp Trimmer, like, signature going between the different headphones, the kind of automation, almost like a Brar Motion. I can never say dude's name right, but it's kind of like going through one headphone to the other over and over again type stuff. And it's honestly, yeah, that was a whole ass ride right there. Speaking of going into a you said a classic car, hell yeah. What I would say, as far as like critiques go on this, man, like I love the chords. Chords are spicy as hell. Especially towards the ending, it's just like so chill. The drums are still super up front. I think definitely some clarity in the sub frequency, like the bass frequencies here, for sure. I do agree about the kick drum, more knockers on the kick, but again, this is something you made a while ago, so it's totally chill. Oh, thank you so much, Ian. You will be next. Ian Wetherill, your track will be next. I got you, fam. Let me make sure that I have yours next, because if I don't, I'll totally forget. Could you say what your what you go as in the chat, just so I have just so I make sure that I have the right person's track that goes next. Let's go. I just want to make sure that I have the right track for what goes next for the review here. So just let me know if you can message in the chat, Ian, if you can let me know what your artist name is here, so I could just make sure that I have yours next. Hell yeah. We gon' what's it called? Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, cool. Confirming I have it. Just posting it here. So your track is next. Got you. First off, already love the cover art. That's it. Yeah, I think, yeah, the kick drum and whatnot, totally agree. Swapping out a kick with a stronger kick could totally be the wave. But I think you already hear those things yourself. That could be tucked a bit more in the mix. What else? I feel like those rides could come down a bit, and the hi-hats in general. I love this part. Yeah, definitely way more punch in the kick here. Live in police. Are you saying it's a Schedule 1 type beat? I could totally see this being in Schedule 1. Not gonna lie with you. Like, I could totally see it being a Schedule 1. It's kind of like the same thing that goes on. Rackbot, I need another track. Your track title was too wild for the live stream. I need another track. Could you submit another one that's not with an explicit title like that? I would appreciate it, Ragbot. But yeah, honestly, like the song "A Soft Spot" for me was early on finished production style and tuning my ear to certain things. But it sounds like a finished production to me. Like it's just finalizing the mix. Like honestly, like I feel like it'd totally be worth like updating the mix now and just getting them like just making those small adjustments, man. And that shit's ready to go. I don't know, that shit's ready to go. I feel like I'm leaving my nephew at the fire station getting McDonald's. They give me extra barbecue and I'm happy. So wait, are you still leaving the nephew at the fire station? You're never going back for the nephew? Wait, what's going on there? But honestly, the cool skating music, yeah. Exactly, yeah, the skating, like skating around town, yeah. I was addicted to Schedule 1 for like a week. That was a good times. I know, Ty is wilding today. But honestly, Swamp, like I don't have anything else. It's very well the overall piece itself, like the composition is strong. There's just those mixing things and maybe swapping out the kick drum for something with more punch at that point, and that's it. That's solid. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock. Now is a new one. I appreciate you, Rackbot. You rock for that. Leaving him and switching cities and stealing Shenzi's identity. Dang, now we robbing people's by their identity out here. Damn. First off, I love this. This is amazing. So we do have Shuj. So that was a donation submission. So awesome. Ragbot is boom. We gonna run it. This is Froggy. It's the frog from Sonic Adventure. That's a question for Shuj. Is this Sonic Adventure frog? Oh, it is. Wait.
Listen to the cool music.
First off, that was Froggy by Shuge. By Shuge. I think that's how you say your name, right? I'm totally gonna butcher everyone's name tonight. First off, love the dubstep stuff going on. Hell yeah. I love the frogs. I love everything. I love it. Oh yeah! The song reminds me of a nightclub brawl with chairs flying and heads swinging. But then the chairs start moving! And then they start brawling! And then everyone starts hopping like frogs. And then then the frog people start fighting with the chair people. And then I don't know. You finish the rest. First, Shuggy. Is that how you say it? First off, production goes crazy. I'm going to put the poll up for you guys, so be sure to vote for Song of the Stream for, there we go, or Forever Hold Your Peace. So, what I absolutely love about this track, first off, the arrangement is super sick. I love the build up. I love like the nature of the drop is nice. The sound design is really interesting, I would say. It almost sounds like ribbit. It was not on my bingo card. It wasn't on most people's bingo card, Geode. Ribbit. So overall, synth production sounds really solid. What I would say overall, as far as critiques go for this, mainly is in the mixing side of things. So first things first, I feel like, I know someone said 2015 Skrillex as a reference. I personally would say, like, as a mix reference for this, check out Skrillex's latest project. Honestly, like, I've been super into that latest project. I'm not saying that your song sounds similar to that, but what I'm saying is I would use that as a mix reference to where I would have some of these elements, like kind of like similar EQ and whatnot. Because currently, I would say overall, the track mix sounds like it's very upper mid heavy, in my opinion. I would like some more oomph in the sub. It feels, and some more other. I would like some more clarity in some of the low mids. And I'll explain some of the things that I would do. So, because listen to that snare, and I do definitely hear that transient cutting through, but I'm not feeling the transient like I would love to, right? Like, I want that snare to, I want that more of like a definitely more sub S frequencies going on from in general, and more low mids in that snare, just to give it some more oomph. Like, the drums here could just cut through a lot more. It feels. Same with the kick here. Maybe even like more sidechain on some of that, like to really give it some more movement in the mixing, because it does feel currently a bit stiff. The overall production, I feel like having like a really nice sidechain from the kick and snare to that main would go such a long way. I feel like it boosts to 200. Yeah, I would just use your ears. You could also, like, I personally think that you could use something like a multi-band compressor, maybe to like. Because one thing about boosting it is you could use an EQ. Like, I would use your ears totally. But honestly, you could get even lower than that. I feel I would just totally use your ears and use the reference track, like use I would say the Skrillex track as like a reference of where your drums should be sitting, because after I was listening to that project, like it sounds so full on, and like the drums are knocking, the synth sounds so huge, especially like there's this one track with like I don't think it's similar to your track, but there's a song with he did with Virtual Riot on the project, and it's a really cool sound design. There seems to be this kind of almost a what is it? Maybe like that almost like those ribbit croak things that are layered with the synth. Like there's like this upper mid frequency to me that's really harsh that I would tame. Like around like the 2K area. It might even be higher than that. Like I personally like to use a multi-band compressor to, for certain elements, because like especially with drums, like what ends up happening if you EQ it and not tame it with the EQ, sometimes you can get this weird like muddiness to it, whereas if you use a multi-band compressor, you're also taming it while also boosting it, so it's like it's kind of like just like enhancing it but also making it tighter. You could do something like for example, I would do like something like C4, like again, like I this is just my go-to shit because it just works. Like you could even bypass some of these other like the upper mid and high frequencies, right? Just so you have the sub and low mid bands. Take this down to around where you want it to be, and then like you could do a little bit of a bump here and here. And again, use your ears with the parameters, but you definitely want to make sure the attack time, right? When you're using a multi-band compressor, right? You want to make sure that you're letting the transients through still. So you want to make sure the attack time is not too fast, or else it'll choke the drum sound. So you might want to mess around with this. The release time, like you get some, like I find that usually the release time is set pretty good with this compressor. But you might want to adjust the attack time. Again, it depends on what plugin you use personally, but yeah. Higher up is kind of on that track. Yeah, it is tough. I think a lot of it's built with your synths, honestly, like because there's a lot in that one synth layer that you have that's mainly going on. That's Aton's song. Sorry. I do want to make it so that you guys hold on. Chris, hold on. I'm sorry. Let's pretend like that popped this up on front of the page. Chris, it's not that fancy yet. I'm sorry. It popped. Look what you did. The command worked. The thing here. Sorry, we had 2 donation submissions, so I do want to make I do want to make I do have a platform that I pay for that's called Boombox that allows you to get, like that can allow you guys to drop in like the instrumentals and whatnot, just so I could are you on our Discord server by any chance? Because if you can DM me the track, I'll like literally like show you what I would do or where to target with your EQ. I think you have great width on the track. That's not an issue. My question to you is, so do you, when you're mixing, right, do you happen to listen on different speakers? Like what's your like mix setup? I know I'm like bombarding you with a bunch of information. I'm sorry, man. I realize like I like spew out a lot of information, so like answer whatever you can. But if like I would love to know like what you're mixing off of, because that could also factor into your upper mid frequency issue, is if you're using like certain pair of headphones or something like that to mix the records, you might not be hearing the track like how, like it might not be translating, like whatever you're mixing on might not be translating to your other platforms. Like, so that's why I think it's so important for one to have a reference mix. That's why I gave you like the Skrillex reference mix, because I feel like that would go such a long way. It's the project that's like about Andy Warhol. I would definitely check that track out because the mixing on that's really solid. Yeah, that's what I mainly would do. Yeah, you want to always double check. And then what you do is you download your song. So fortunately you already have it on SoundCloud. So you can load it up on your phone and then just go back and forth between your song and your reference mix and just see, oh, my kick drum is not loud enough because it's not cutting through like this one is. Or the synths feel too bright in comparison to this synth, so let me tighten down some of that stuff. I make my stuff on Ableton on a 2010 MacBook, and I use a Bluetooth speaker and a soundbar in my cars, headphones, and no monitors. Hey, look, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, as long as since you have those different devices, I would definitely, like, as I said, like still keep this on once you do like an edit to the mixing overall, pull it up on SoundCloud again, right? And have your reference mix and just go back and forth. Press play on the Spotify, stop it, go right to the loudest part of your record, press play, and then just like compare and contrast, like, oh, my snare drum feels very weak in comparison to this, and like I need to get my snare drum to feel like it's a bit more punchy in the low mids. So then you go back to the lab and then you do the mix, you do the edits, then you write down, like I literally, like you'll see, like when I go and listen to other speakers, what I end up doing is I'll like write down the notes of, oh shit, I gotta lower this, I gotta raise that, I gotta do that, go back into the lab, right, do all those edits, go back, and then keep doing that cycle until I'm like, all right, this is where I feel like it's close enough as far as like mixing wise to this, like it feels like it's balanced and it translates on this speaker, this speaker, this speaker. And sometimes that's like playing both records on this speaker and then going and playing on this, and then going and playing on your Bluetooth speaker, and you're like, oh, see, now I boosted it a little bit too much, and then go back in the lab, and you already know the cycle, but yeah, that's the way. How much is donation? $5 or more is a donation. Sorry, guys. But either way, like I totally think it's fine. Like I'm working out of not a pro setup personally, so I think it's a lot of it, like a big part of my mixing, because I'm working in like an untreated space for the most part, is using reference mixes to get me there. So I really, it's so easy to get sound blind on your tracks. Yes, it is. It's incredibly frustrating when you're mixing your own record. It's so hard, I feel, because you're overthinking everything. Because a lot of the times, like artists, what we tend to do is we spend a lot of time in the production, and we already kind of lost that objectivity of the song. So a lot of the mixing stuff that we tend to do might actually be, after hearing it, things that aren't actually issues, or it's like a plethora of things. But yes, that's totally a real thing. Ear fatigue on records is totally a real thing, and there's studies and everything to back that up. So hell yeah. I look like 50 Cent. Thanks, guys. Alrighty, but yeah, that's really all I got. I hope that's helpful. I'm going to just ask my buddy to borrow, buy his monitors. I think that could be I think it could definitely benefit you. The only thing with monitors is a big part of monitors is like working effectively is working out of a treated room for the monitors. So if you don't treat the room that the monitors are in, it's almost like pointless, pretty much. So keep that with a grain of salt with buying monitors. But I would recommend them. I like to like listen on monitors when I mix. I mix on a pair of HS5s and they work for me. They're cheap monitors. They're nothing crazy, you know, but they work for me. I'm confused. Will you be the alpha leader of the pack? Tyrone, don't ever say that again or you're getting banned. But that's all I got. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for submitting. Hell yeah. So getting back to the free submissions. So next we do have Geode. Can you please slide the list down a little? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Boom. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, let me see if I can. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm new to having a queue list going on here. So we got Geode is next. Boom. The list is going. So we're back to the 1 minute and 30 seconds per track. We go get it. Final version, because I lost interest. I kind of lost interest in this project. It was good for practice. I already know. What's it called? I already know the record scratch is going to sound too loud. If possible, could you start around 20 seconds in? Damn right I can. I'm sorry, Tyrone. I got you, though. There we go. Let's go. That was Kind of Final by Geode. Let's go. Cool track overall.
This was a certified banger.
You already know I dig this one. You know what's funny, Geode, is that what I'm finding is that you tend to really like these chops. Like when you do these like really abrupt like chops with synths. I'm noticing that this is a thing that you do a lot. These like synth stab things, which I dig the sound. You kind of have like this. It's like the Geode sound. I feel it's part of your branding. I like the chords. The sound design is fun. They sound fun to me. As far as like critiques go on this, Geode, really, I know this is the final version because you kind of lost interest in this project. No, you're gonna finish this, Geode. No. So overall, what I would say is I would like some more oomph out of that main synth. Almost like a noise layer, almost like it just feels like the main synth isn't beefy enough. Like I would literally you could copy and paste that MIDI into another synth and just like go ham with it, I feel. It's 6:47 in the morning over there, damn chicks. This is cool. I was not expecting that. This is my favorite part of the track, Geode. Yeah, I would definitely lower that record scratch. But I know you already know that, but other than that, I think track is cool. I dig the chords and everything, so hell yeah, Geode. Appreciate you for submitting. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is Ragbot. Hell yeah, Geode. Appreciate you for submitting as usual. We have Low Quality Unmixed by Ragbot. We're gonna run it. We come back to it. Yes, you are! Thank you so much for submitting. That was Low Quality Unmixed by Ragbot. Let's go. Cool track, fam. First off, I think the like nice melodic idea overall. I do dig the drum patterns. I think the main thing, I know you said that it's unmixed, but when you get to the mixing, you definitely gotta tame the bass, fam. I do think that strong melodic idea, it does get very repetitive. I think having a section without that and having like a synth that's just kind of like laying down the chords instead would go such a long way. Instead of having the like, you need like a section in there without that, and I think that would go a long way for this song. Like even without the maybe have like a one that's just like just the bass could come in at one part with just the drums and like. Without those high synths, and maybe wait till the drop for the high synths or something like that. I think it's a very catchy idea. It does get repetitive, so having a section without that, I think, would go such a long way. But other than that, cool track. I dig it. Thank you so much for submitting. You rock. Hell yeah. That was Ragbot. We're gonna move on to Zorg. First off, we got the dude changed up the branding. Hey yo, Zorg. Okay, dang, we getting mad crazy with it. I like it. Let's get it. We got 11 complex parts by Zorg. Cool. Nah, you're good, fam. Zorg. Hope all is well with you, dude. We gonna run it. We got the super experimental stuff. Tyrone. That's what I meant. 30 second mark. Thank you so much for me. That was 11 complex parts. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Zorg, first off, cool track overall. I do like that it's building up. I'm assuming it's probably building up to something that's super experimental stuff as per usual. So, appreciate you, Geo. Peace out. Thanks for joining. You rock, fam. Overall, yeah, I do like the overall like progression. First off, I'm not a fan of that bass sound. I personally would switch it out. It sounds like it doesn't fit, and it feels like it randomly gets loud, and like it feels a bit random. So I would just I would just like adjust some of the sounds there. I would definitely raise up this main synth that goes on here and the drums here. It would go a long time. Yeah, it just feels like the snare drum and the main synths need to be raised for sure. But other than that, thank you so much, Zorg. You rock. We gonna move on to the next one. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, we got Peter Parker featuring Filthy City by Donnie Price. Oh yeah. Hold on. Boom. We got Donnie Price. Boom. We moving. We getting the list going. Let's go, guys. Let's run it.
Even rockets couldn't stop me. Took the keys out of the chopper so the party could get started. We ain't playing Call of Duty, had to leave them in the lobby. Keep the streets under the garden, let me swing like Peter Parker. Better put the city on a lockdown. I've been feeling pretty, better watch out. Turning off your TV cause you got loud. Get it in a minute, in your business, I'm the boss now. Call me Mr. Most Wanted, Mr. Bone Crusher, Mr. Tooth Puller, just a ghost hunter. Simon said to go home cause there's snow coming. Someone caught a cold and we went when your nose running. I'm a superhuman so I gotta do it to him. I've been done with helping losers, I'm a fire, call me Kruger. Shit, you should've called me sooner. Took the proof out of the pudding, now the coop don't have a roof. So I finally get down. Webs aiming at his head, dead man walking on it, talking, get you caught up in a mess. Yes, put him to the test. Better do your best before the dogs come. When they get that sin, I heard they all rush. And against the pit, I'm finna maul ya. I don't give a shit, I'm feeling. What you feeling? Awesome. Bitch, I'm in the pocket, even rockets couldn't stop me. Took the keys out of the chopper so the party could get started. We ain't playing Call of Duty, had to leave them in the lobby. Keep the streets under the garden, let me swing like Peter Parker.
Watch me black out like Tom Hardy gets in my venom. Never get remembered when niggas sticky, I stick the pillin'. When I needed father, he wasn't there. When in the streets I was feeling blue and seeing red, ready to let it fly. I Peter Park every day, I was thinking of every stages. I've been on this time my life just to make it through every phase. I'm headed through Hail Mary, and holding Mary and jokes. And know on my merry way that I'm rolling with Mary Jane. That way, making my campaign, turning my pain to champagne. You thinking of family fucking with me, but you never know. Yeah, man. Action fave fan. I bet they say I'm a fan fave. I firmly have.
That's the 1 minute 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That's what I'm talking about. Donnie Price always coming in with the heat. It's called Peter Parker featuring Filthy City. So this is the first time I've heard of Filthy City. First off, yeah, dude, when he came in like of the track, like dude, like that shit sounded crazy. Listen to the way dude's flow was.
Never get remembered when niggas sticky, I stick the pillin'. When I needed father, he wasn't there. When in the streets.
Oh, that's not your regular. That's not an average flow right there. That shit's crazy. And this shit, like both of your flows are crazy.
Dead man walking on it, talking, get you caught up in.
Like, I already know Donnie Price is crazy, but obviously anyone who's working with Dude is going to be crazy as well. So, first off, I absolutely love, what's it called? Could do a Nike commercial ad. Wait, this beat makes me feel like I could be in a Nike commercial ad. Let's go. Hey, look, sync placement money is there. So, hey, look. I actually did do a mix for a track that was placed from Nike.
That's how we keep the streets under the garden, let me swing like Peter Parker. Better put the city on a lockdown. I've been feeling pretty, better watch out. turning off your TV cause you got loud. Get it in a minute in your business, I'm the boss now.
So first off, I love the distortion on the vocals. What I would say as far as critiques go, the main thing is I feel like there's, when you have distortion on the vocals, it's really hard sometimes to do volume balancing. Now, you can hear
His head dead, dead man walking on it, talking, get you caught. Go home cause there's no coming. Someone put him to the test, better do your best.
it feels like see how much more upfront the vocals sound here than here?
Mr. Bone Crusher.
Like, I definitely need some more low mid frequencies from the vocals here.
But you feel it? Yes, aiming at his head, dead, dead.
And there's some parts of the vocals where I would just shift it just so it's a little bit more in the pocket.
Most wanted Mr. Bone Crusher.
This part's fine.
Just a ghost hunter. Simon said to go home cause there's no coming. Someone caught it cold and we went when you know.
Track goes hard. I appreciate you for submitting. As always, Donnie Price, it's always a pleasure to hear your records. And yeah, dude, first off, love the fact that you've been so consistent just putting out music. I think that's very, very respectable as an artist. Most artists aren't doing that out here. So honestly, I would love to see your tracks even like more on like these different streaming platforms. So keep going crazy, man. Hell yeah. So we got OJ McBaggins. So OJ McBaggins is next. Then, so it's a start at 120, so we're going to end at 250. So we have Pine Quarry. Boom. Got it. We gonna run it. Hell yeah. That's the 1 minute and 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was OJ McBaggins. So that was It's a Big Club and You Ain't In It. So fun fact about OJ McBaggins stuff is these are all improvised. So he plays all the instruments that you're hearing. So he does like a live stream essentially where he kind of like improvises everything and just kind of jams out. And these are just like excerpts of dudes jamming out. That was volume was low. I know. That's right, OJ McBaggins. But as far as like, first off, that bass line was tasty. I want that bass line to just be like even thicker sounding, like thick as hell. I know someone mentioned something. Like, dude is mad talented. You know what's funny? I just saw today. Well, I saw that in the Discord server that, like, I already saw that you did post your studio, and I saw people saying, like, he's rich and whatnot. And I just read that whole chain of messages, and I thought that shit was amazing. But honestly, I love the funkiness of it. I love the just like the coolness factor. I don't know. It just, to me, it just sounds like so chill. This would have been great music, dude. I'm telling you, I have to just put on your shit when I'm doing my schoolwork, because I was working like all day on, like, since I woke up, on like homework and whatnot. So I just got to put your stuff and just get to work, man. I had to buy a dump truck. Yeah, I know. I remember you said about the BBL. I wish that you would have that your surgery went well. So damn, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy though, that you get a whole ass truck to carry around all your music. Easy, man. Fucking hell. But that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's goals, man. Jerry Heller still in school. I think the actual Jerry Heller dude actually died. So I don't think he's taking any classes anytime. No. Oh, you're talking. Oh, I'm stupid, man. You're talking about me. Yeah, dude. No, I just started my master's program. So, yeah, I just started yesterday. So, that's fun. We are going to move on to the next one. Thank you so much. We got Pine Quarry 2. I don't know if this is Tyrone in the chat, but there we go. We got Pine Quarry 2 by Pine Quarry. First off, I love that it's self-titled, by the way. We gonna run it.
I remember my first birth in water. All around me is sulphurous transparency, and my bones move as if made of rubber upon my uncompleted self.
That's the 1 minute 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was I Am the Sun off the project Pine Quarry by Pine Quarry. So first off, I'm assuming you guys are a band. I'm presumed just by the nature of the sound. So first off, hell yeah. The sound overall, like, it's interesting. Like, it's very like, the recording is very raw and unprocessed, which is totally cool. I think that's what you were going for. What's interesting is like the dissonance nature of it. Like, I actually really dig like the crunchiness of it overall. Like, so it's got a CKY Bloodhound Gang vibe. I'm not familiar with those artists. So apparently people in the chat say that this is that pin to chin, job-seeking Michael Jackson spin drug exchange music. What does that even mean? What? Tyrone. Wait. No. I blame that on Tyrone. No, Chris. That was. Nah, I dig this a lot. I would say, as far as like critiques go, mainly is in the mixing here. I would like some more bass information for sure. Vocals are too low. I want the vocals to be more upfront. The vocals are way too low. Yeah, the bass being brought up I feel like would be a big change. I feel raising the bass and the vocals, that's the wave in the mix. Cool track. Thank you so much for submitting. Let's get it. Tyrone, wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna start loading everyone's track that's submitted during the live. Hold on. Cool. We gonna get to it. Hold on. Dang, we got a lot of submissions today. Dang, we got a lot of submissions today, guys. Holy crack. So in the meantime, as I'm loading everybody's stuff, be sure to subscribe. We do these twice a week. We're almost at 800, guys. So if we can get 800 today, that would be awesome. If we can't, it's okay. It's okay, just not today. Nah, but we're so close. I'm super excited. This whole journey has been crazy. We're almost at 1,000. That's like, to me, that's it's like absolute insanity. So it does mean a lot that everyone is here. It has been, consistently submitting music. Like it's crazy, honestly. So to think about. So it does mean a lot to me. So you guys are awesome. Thank you. So I'm loading up everyone's tracks in the meantime. Damn, we got a lot of submissions today. Like it's always like I look at the live stream list and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like on the shorter side today. Like there wasn't a lot of submissions, and then all of a sudden everyone like kind of comes to like day of, and I'm like, ah. It's funny. So, damn, we got a lot of submissions. Damn! My computer's gonna crap out, guys. I hope you guys know that. Thanks. No, Cat, this is not the right time. Not a good time. Not a good time, buddy. Ow. Alright. Let's see. Seaside. Alright. Let's see. I believe this is everyone's... Whoo! You can hear everyone's track at once. There we go. Alright, we got everybody's stuff. Oh, someone doesn't know how to read and submitted someone else's song. Let's see. Anthony Wilson. Okay, there we go. Just double checking we got everybody's stuff. All right. Damn, we got a lot of stuff. Hibbs. So apparently this track's not there. This track's not there. This track's not there. Oh, wow. We got a bunch of tracks that aren't actually here. Interesting. So let me see. Okay, Google Drive. So this submission's actually over here, I believe. Yeah. 60 megabyte is right before Def Boom. Okay, cool. So we go and move on to the next one. Let's get it. Hell yeah. So we got 6 minutes. This is Mosey, produced by Priz Beats. So this is Tyrone in the track, on the track. So we're gonna run it. Tyrone, mine did too.
Wake up, feeling like motherfucking Mosey. Calling KZ, the motherfucker owes me. Yeah, I be elite. Motherfuckers can't even compete with me. I be floating on the motherfucking beat. Don't even wanna write, that's how cool I be. I be thinking this shit on the fucking spot. I be 4D looking into realms hip hop, motherfucker. That's how your hoe be moaning with me. In the fucking bed, creaking like Kizzy's chair. Yeah.
That was Mosey, produced by Priz Beats. That was 6 minutes. Dude, I feel incredibly disappointed that your song 6 minutes. I mean, your artist name is 6 minutes, and your song was not 6 minutes long. That is unforgivable, dude. So yeah, no, that track is that Ashy. Bro, you guys are something else, man. I know you guys are literally you guys are friends. It's pretty great. Overall, I would say production's solid. I think the rapping on here is
The motherfucker owes me.
I want some more energy. 6 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I want some more energy in the performance overall. You sound bored, man. I want some more energy on the track overall. I would love for
good feeling like my.
The vocals are a bit loud, so I would turn down the vocals.
The fucking Mosey, calling kids.
Definitely needs some mixing, I would say. Some compression on the vocals. And then some EQ just to really like accentuate some of these things would go such a long way, I feel. I just need to finish this album I'm producing. That's right. We've supposed to drinking lean into my track. I hope not, bro. That shit's terrible for you. Shit's terrible, man. Nah, but overall, I think the track is cool. It's way too short. Like, I would definitely extend the track out. Because it ends a bit abruptly, so I definitely would have a bit of an outro on this.
Motherfuckers can't even compete with me. I be floating on the motherfucking beat. Don't even go that right, that's how cool I be. I be thinking this shit on the fucking spot. I be 4D.
Honestly, it does sound like Michael Jackson would probably do like a 360 turn and pelvic thrust to this. So I totally get that vibe. Mosey, you're fired. You guys are something else. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much. That was Mosey by 6 minutes. Appreciate you for submitting. So next we do have a I Prelude, Camera Suite number 1 by Zuitek. Sorry if I said your name wrong, fam. But we gonna run it. I realize my bad, guys. I realized that I unmuted the live stream by accident, so probably hearing 2 of it going on. But yeah, again, apologies for that. Yeah, I want to see, does it pick up? Okay, so it does pick up. So what I would say as far as like critiques go on this, I would say that the track, like I think about it is it does feel very experimental, which is nice, but it feels like it's lacking a sense of direction overall. even when it does eventually drop, it does feel like it is lacking a big sense of direction here as far as composition wise. It does feel a bit random, and you know, don't get me wrong, there is a space for that, but personally, like, I'm not a fan of how it progresses. It feels like, and the sound design feels a bit too fake for it to, like, you can get away with that with like real strings, with really being dynamic with the playing, but it feels very stagnant, and it leads to it feeling like a bit of clutter. So I would just really try to get some more direction here, because it's a good like 4 minutes before anything changes really. And I would just be careful of that. Thank you so much. Let's get it. The thing is, I don't think that was like supposed to be necessarily on beat. I think it is supposed to be super like avant-garde like that, but I think that's what they were going for, but I feel like it just missed the mark. So unfortunately, yeah, we're going to move on to the next one, which is 16 megabyte. This is Seesaw. Vocals sound weird, help. Okay, we're going to run it.
Why nobody help me stay balanced? Other languages out, nobody grabbed it. Useless seesaw, at least that's what I fathom. Fake snakes, fake skating, I try to grab them, but they ran away. Such sad love, look at dead trees, try to catch them, but they're up at the sky, propel yourself at the seesaw.
Dude, I want some more heavy drums on that shit. Bruh, I want some heavier drums on that shit. I'm telling you, like, 60 megabyte, first off, like, I dig the idea. The idea is definitely there. But the drums, like, it needs way more knockage out of that.
Why nobody help me stay balanced?
Like, I feel like you can just go super ham on the drums there, and that's really what it's missing, because it feels like it's, like, I get that it's very experimental. I think the vocals, that's what you were going, like, I kind of dig the weirdness of the track. It's just a matter of just, I feel like hard-hitting drums on this, like, almost borderline, like, boom bap, like, would go so hard on this.
I try to grab them, but they ran away. Such sad love, look at dead trees.
Like, it would go so ham, right, Donnie Price? I think that shit would go crazy. I would love for like some crazy drums on that. But yeah, thank you so much. 16 megabyte, damn. We gonna move on to the next one. Thank you guys. We got Def Boom. We got Random Track I Made on a Sunday. Hell yeah. So guys, we gotta keep it positive in the chat, guys. I understand that everything might not be your taste, which is totally fine, but try to be supportive of other artists, even if it's like completely different. I know there's a bunch of different genres out here, and like some people are definitely way more on the experimental side of music, which is totally cool. So they're not always like going for super commercial sound, which might not, you know, be received well by most people, but I feel like it's important to be objective, so, and really try to help each other. So we gonna get Random Track I Made on a Sunday by Def Boom. We gonna run it.
Deep in my tether, I fake it smart, just a silence, a shadow. Break your sound, but they say you don't matter. These thoughts inside only grow and get redder.
It never gets better, it never gets better. It never gets
deep in my terror. Fake a smile, just a silence, a shadow. Break your sound, but they say you don't ride it. The starts is high, only go and get redder.
That track goes hard. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Nah, that shit goes crazy. Who shit is that? Who shit is that? Who shit is that? Nah. That is hold on. I'm gonna throw up a poll for that. First off, yeah, are those your vocals, Def Boom? That's the first thing I want to ask, cause like vocals go crazy. I feel the production is super sick. That really, I feel like there's just some small mixing things that I would adjust, but dude, that shit goes stupid.
I can feel the hate build up deep inside my mind. I can feel my heart go fire. Don't ride it, the starts is high, only go and get redder.
Oh, the production is so fun. Slightly louder on the lead vocal here. Great vocal performance here. But dude, that's really it. That shit goes stupid. Nice work. Bro, if you watch this live stream, hit me the fuck up, bro. This is Don't Be Afraid by Anthony Wilson. We gonna run it.
Don't be afraid, no, no. This motherfucker.
Shake it for the cam. Let me see it with no hands. Bitch, you're covered up in bands. Oh no, you don't got it fucked up. We good on the other side, yeah. We stood, all we did was treasure. Hey, excuse me when I walk up diamonds, boom. Powerful, I'm motivated. Smoking dope, now I'm faded. I'ma blow, I'ma make it, I'ma show. What you headed, yeah. Make them go round and round. Make them come to the sound. Shake it low to the ground.
Cause I know just what you're like. Cause I know just what you're like. Cause I know just what you're like. Don't be afraid when I'm heading your way. Don't be afraid cause you'll be there.
That's what I'm 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Don't Be Afraid. Tough crowd tonight. Yeah, Neshka, yeah. Sometimes every now and then there's like, woo. I'm like, dang, really? That low? Oh, dang. That shit was stupid. But overall, no, this shit also goes crazy. I don't know. I would say yeah, first off, love the bass on this. The production is really solid.
All we did was treasure. Hey, excuse me when I walk up diamonds, boom. Powerful, I'm motivated.
This, I love the production. The vocalist overall is really solid mixing. I would say as far as the critiques go, I personally don't like the reverb on this vocals. I feel like the lyrics are a bit generic sounding.
Make them come to the sound. Shake it low to the ground.
Cause I know just what you're like. Cause I know just what you're like. Cause I know just what you're
Other than that, track goes stupid. Yeah. Thank you so much for submitting. Yeah. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is HGF Chris. Sad songs kill. Let's run it.
They say sad songs kill, sad songs kill. Another man down again, man down again. They done froze my heart, froze my heart. Ain't got no friends, got no friends. Sad songs kill, sad songs kill. Another man down again, man down again. They done froze my heart, froze my heart. Ain't got no friends, got no friends. I ain't tripping off of nothing but some money. Chasing off of nothing but blue honeys. She gon' let me put dick in her stomach. I be smoking on ops in the morning. She gon' give a nigga top in the morning. She gon' give a nigga top in the morning. Two dope dodge, nigga, motherfucker foreign. She won't fuck me and record like it's porn. Speeding in a coupe, almost crashing a storm. Been a real nigga since the day I was born. Been a real hitter, bring a cake in the store. Claim to be a hitter in my face, you a whore. Turn into a rat and you can take no more. $1,000 pack, get a pussy nigga gone. Law 3-5, I get higher than a drone. Sad songs kill, you ain't get to make it home. Sad songs kill, you ain't get to make it home. Sad songs kill, another man down again. Man down again, they done froze my heart, froze my heart. Ain't got no friends, got no friends.
That's the 1 minute and 30 second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was HGF Chris, Sad Songs Kill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was high off something that night. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, overall I think the track is fun. I dig the melody that the vocals are doing. I think when the rapping comes in, I think the track definitely picks up energy. Overall, I do hear that you're following you're like picking up on the melody in the track, which I always like when artists do that. What I would say, definitely in the mixing. What microphone are you using? Because it sounds like it's like recorded off of like a lower quality microphone, like almost like a phone or something like that. It feels like the mixing overall, like the vocals feel like really harsh in the upper mids. The vocals are a bit pitchy, so just be careful and really try to nail those notes, like the dun dun dun, baby. Like friend, Beats by Dre. That's why.
I ain't tripping off of net.
Yeah. Especially.
Man down again, they done froze my heart.
Right, the froze my heart. Just really make sure that you nail that. But yeah, just really be careful with some of those notes there. But thank you so much. Yeah, that's really all I got, honestly. Definitely, I would re-record it. I've really tried to nail some of those notes. And if you can record it on I always recommend artists to upgrade their setup when they can. And I understand it's expensive, but totally, hey, look, if you're getting high, you got money to upgrade your setup, bro. So, I said what I said. If you got money for weed or whatever the hell, you got money to upgrade your shit. So you got this. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for submitting Sad Song Kill. We gonna move on to the next one. It's all about priorities. We got Odd 31, or is that Ode? I probably, again, terrible with names. Homesick, produced by Young Taylor. Hell yeah. We're going to move on to the next one. Let's run it. Boris advice for life. Yeah.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
Myself again, I've been really trying to pass them times. I feel like nothing lasts forever in my mind. I've been feeling like I'm used to lies. back them times and places. I've been fixing all the pain that's stuck in heart. I'm taking time to heal, they say it heals all. Said I'm homesick for your love. I thought it'd never be ripped apart, I'm holding back from these thoughts that keep breaking my heart, breaking my heart. Important thing in my life is the ones I got, the ones I got. Hoping that one day everything will
Awesome.
pass the fire.
That's one at 30-second mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Homesick, produced by Odd31. Cool track overall. First off, yeah, I dig the production. It sounds like very like who would I describe this as? It's almost like Juice WRLD in the verse, but like the hook it's someone else.
To myself again, I've been really trying to pass them
Yeah, first off,
times.
I do like the vocal melodies. I think they're very strong. The production's really fun as well.
I'm thinking back them times.
As far as like critiques go, definitely need to tame some frequencies in the delays. There's this upper mid frequency in the vocals and the delays that I would definitely tame around the 1.5K area. Definitely needs some volume bouncing with the vocals. It feels like with the stacks of the vocals it needs some more. You hear the S's in the homesick and how harsh they are. I would definitely tame those. The vocals, the delays should be turned down a decent amount. They're a bit too much. And yeah, a bit more fullness in the low mids. Cool track. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Let's see. Unreleased. Do not share. Okay. I got you, fam. White Space version 2 by Lefo. Hell yeah. We gonna move on to the next one, guys. Let's get it. Oh yeah.
Did it all go to waste? When did real life feel fake? Now you'll stay gone forever, 'cause what's life to give? You won't need to care about what this life's given.
That's one minute 36 mark. Thank you so much for submitting. That was Unreleased Do Not Share White Space version 2 by Lefo. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
So first things first, I dig the production. The production is really cool. The way that, like, I love the weirdness of it. The synths are... Yeah, the vocal melodies I think are the strongest part of this track. I just mixed a song that had a similar melody, fun fact. What I would say, I love the reverse synths going on. My question to you is, there's like this kind of digitally like sound. It almost sounds like a noise reduction thing going on here. What is this? That like very gentle, like almost glassy thing. It's not the reverse sound, but it's something. Definitely would like more punch out of the drums. Honestly, you should use Flume as a reference for this part. I would like some more stereo spread. Other than that, that's really all I got, Lefo. Thank you so much for sharing. And don't worry, I'm not going to be sharing. Only one track per live stream. I know someone else submitted this, so unfortunately, one track per live stream, guys. So that's just how we do it. So we're going to move on to Chicks Legend. Let's get it. So, without further ado, this is Chicks Legend Evolution. Let's run it. There we go. That was Chicks Legend. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was Chicks Legend. I'm going to throw up the poll here. So, overall, I dig the production. Well, this tom kind of element's going here. The drop was nice. I would say, overall... I would say mainly the main thing, it feels like the sound design. I would say, as far as the critiques go, the snare almost feels like that clap element almost feels too heavy-handed. It feels like it's a bit stiff, like the drums are almost too quantized. Like, I need something else to build up the tension here. Feels a bit too empty in the beginning here. I would like a higher synth in here, like if you were to layer that synth with the octave up or something. It's just missing this excitement that I know it could have. Like, I don't know, some sort of lead melody in there would go hard. That's really all I got. Thank you so much for submitting. Hell yeah. And then whoever submitted this track here, Carolus, if you're here, the overall the track says it's not found. So if you could resubmit that would be sick. And I think that's literally the last track of the night, guys. I think that's literally the last track. Unless anyone else has anything else here, yeah, double check. All the other ones are not submitted. So yeah, Carolus, if you're here, be sure to say something now or forever hold your track until this upcoming Saturday, guys. Dang, we ended on the early side today. Honestly, that works out for me because I do have school tomorrow morning. So there was a lot, like there was like 5 links that was submitted that was like that said the song were removed. So yeah, I think we're ending on the early side today. Holy crap. This is the first time we ended on the early side in a while. But honestly, that works out best for my production, like my stuff that I have to get done for tomorrow. So that honestly checks out. So if that's the case, dang, I don't think there's anybody else, right? I'm like double checking, triple checking, just double checking. Yeah, we got to everybody. Cool. All right, so we'll wrap up for today. All right, guys. Everybody, I just want to say a huge thank you for joining us today. You guys are awesome, and yeah, you guys should be very proud.
Banger.
Hell yeah, everybody. It's always a pleasure hearing everyone's tracks. So, as far as Song of the Stream candidates for today, we have Aton, we have Swampy, we have Geode, and we have OJ McBaggins. Those are the 4 top voted songs for today. So, we are going to be having a Song of the Month live stream within the next week or 2, so be on the lookout on the Discord server for that and participate in the Sample This event. The deadline is this Friday, so yeah, I'm excited to hear everyone's stuff. So yeah, a couple things. So last thing I would say is that the live streams seem like they're going to be totally fine on Tuesdays and Saturdays, so we should still be all good for that. So yeah, hell yeah. So I'm not used to ending early. I'm like, whoa. But yeah, everyone, I just want to say a huge thank you for joining and for submitting and for supporting the live in general. I think we're almost at 800 subscribers, which is crazy. I think we're 4 away, which is insane. So huge thank you to everyone who subscribed. And yeah, I can't wait first off to share, I feel like, a lot that I'm learning on the master's program here, because already I've learned so much, I feel, regarding like the music business, because fun fact, I am going to Berkeley for a music business master's, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm really excited to really take both my education and Spacehound Records to the next level. So I really am excited for, 1, the opportunities that may arise, and 2, there's just overall just having a better understanding and I'm just really excited so for this next chapter. So everyone, thank you so much for coming today. As far as the last song for today, we always do a nod for the last song. So the last song that was submitted was Chicks Legends. So the track is called Evolution. So we'll try to throw in the word evolution somewhere up in yonder. It's so exciting. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm genuinely like really, I've already enjoyed and I've already learned a lot of information. Like I've learned what the word veracity means. Like that shit went crazy. I literally took the class and I was like, whoa, these words I've never heard of in my life. So I feel like that's going to be the majority of the master's program. So that's going to be fun. But anywho, everyone, thank you for joining us on a Tuesday evening, and we will be picking up on Saturday. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Oh yeah. You know what's going to happen today. You already know.
Banger.